So let me ask you a question. What is a top 1% man? If I tell you about a top 1% man, you would probably think about the cars, the watches, the lifestyle, the women, all that stuff, right? Think about it. Is that actually a top 1% man? Because to be honest, I don't think so. I don't think that a top 1% man is a man with the most expensive watches and the most expensive cars and all that stuff. No. I think when I think of a top 1% man, I think of a man that's providing for his parents and just living a comfortable, normal life, a life of freedom, where you don't have to go to your job every single day, where you can work on something that you truly want to work on, right? I think those things are what represent the top 1% man. However, people are brainwashed. And when I talk about brainwashing, you probably think like, oh, by the media, by this and that, by Disney or something like that. No, it's by people like Andrew Tate, Iman Godji, all these people that are kind of like flexing on you with their cars and all that stuff. I think it kind of created an image of a top 1% man, whilst I don't think a top 1% man necessarily needs to have cars or watches or all that stuff. I think you just need to look after people, look after your family. Try and improve every single day. I think it's about your values. Of course, money, you need money for food and freedom and all that stuff. So I'm not saying money is bad or something like that. But I don't think there's a really big difference between 100k a month and 200k a month, right? Who gives a shit? I think a top 1% man actually has an impact on the world. A top 1% man is actually changing the future. I think that's what we should strive for. I don't think we should be striving for cars and watches and all these materialistic things like expensive clothing and all that stuff, because the thing is, yeah, it feels good to flex on people for a little while and all that stuff, but at some point that will go away, right? If you've bought an expensive hoodie or something like that, at some point it will just kind of go away. You will think like, nah, it's just something normal, right? And I think the reason people want things like expensive hoodies, expensive cars, expensive watches is because they want to get more praised, right? They want to get more seen. They want to get more attention. And the reason they want to get more praise, more attention, is because of their childhood. It's because they haven't been praised enough, or they haven't gotten enough attention in their fucking childhood. And that's why right now they buy watches and all that stuff to kind of flex and to get some attention and to get some validation and all that stuff, right? I don't think that's the right way to actually live. I don't think that how we're supposed to live. Do you think if you think about your ancestors, right? Do you think that they would care? Of course, if they could be able to snap their fingers, they would buy the watches and all that stuff. But if they would conquer the world, if they would have the ability to conquer the world, or if they would just buy some other, or they had the opportunity to buy some random fucking watches or all that stuff, what do you think they would choose? They would choose the opportunity to take over the world, to shape the future more, right? They wouldn't choose to drive in super expensive cars and all that stuff. Do you think if you think about the most happy people on earth, the most present people on earth, the most emotionally strong people on earth, do you think they would need these cars? Do you think they would need these watches to feel better about themselves? No. I want you to think about that. Because I think you've been kind of brainwashed by people like Andrew Tate, Iman Gadzhi, all that stuff, right? I think you've been brainwashed to think that watches, cars, and all that stuff make a man. But they don't make the fucking man, bro. It's about the values. So yeah, man, I could be ranting right now, I could be screaming right now, I could be doing all these things, but I don't really think that's necessary to get the point across. Even though, oh yeah, retention on YouTube, blah blah. I know, but yeah, man, I would just say focus on what's actually important, right? I said it in the previous video as well, but in this book, Meditations from Marcus Aurelius, this book, very good book by the way, Marcus Aurelius says, like, when something gets praised, people put a higher value on it. People will praise it more as well, and it will get more and more praise, and it will kind of get in a positive feedback loop, right? And I think it's the same with cars, it's the same with these Louis Vuitton bags, it's the same with these watches, it's the same with these expensive clothing and all that stuff. But if you think of like a Louis Vuitton bag or something like that, I don't even think it's like it looks good. If you look at the Gucci hat, it doesn't fucking look good. But people buy it because it will get praised even more. It's just materialistic, bro. So yeah, man, we shouldn't be living like this. We want to be fucking different, right? We don't want to gain attention by having supercars, or we don't want to gain attention by having watches. We want to get praised by the values that we actually have, by the discipline that we have. That's what we should be looking for. So yeah, man, thank you for watching this video. There's a fucking sick guide coming up on how to make your first $1,000 online, because yeah, man, freedom, it's still very good to have, right? By the way, I was also thinking about this. If I don't need these watches, if I don't need these cars, if I don't need the fucking lifestyle, then why would I was aiming for goals like 100k, 60k a month, all that stuff. Why would I need that? If I could just retire my parents and live a very free life myself, where I don't have to go to a job, I don't have to do anything, I'm just free, I can buy whatever the fuck I want. Like whatever food and all that shit that I want, right? I can travel, I can see the fucking world and all that stuff. Why would I need more than 20k a month? Why would I need more than 15k a month? I really don't, right? So I want you to think about that as well. So yeah, man, as I said, there's a sick guide coming up. You can also join Tribe Leaders. It's my free community, it's my free school community. You can network with people in there. Yeah, man, it's going to be very sick. Then also, you can book a one-to-one call with me where you can see if you're a good fit for my one-to-one program. It's where I help coaches monetize their businesses. Yeah, man, that's it.